In 2017, the National Center for Education Statistics, NCES, completed a major step with its transition to digitally based assessments for the National Assessment of Educational Progress, NAEP, in reading and mathematics. NAEP, also known as the nation's report card, assessed over 500,000 4th and 8th graders across the country in reading and mathematics with digital devices. The move to digitally based assessments reflects how NAEP has evolved to address the changing landscape of learning in and outside of the classroom. While making this transition, NCES needed to continue reporting trends in student performance over time. NCES carefully plans each assessment administration to ensure data can be compared from year to year. For the NAEP mathematics and reading assessments, we have been measuring trends in student performance since the early 1990s. To compare performance over time, NCES relies on best practices in research and assessment. One way to compare performance between two separate groups of students is through common item linking. With this method, the different groups of students take assessments that share a common set of questions or items. The common questions are exactly the same. Because the different groups of students answer the exact same questions, you can compare their performance. This approach is used to identify differences in achievement between groups or from year to year. Another standard way to compare performance is with common population linking. With this approach, you can analyze differences in student achievement when the content or format of the assessments that students take is different. To compare performance, the groups of students need to have essentially the same set of characteristics and educational experiences. The students are the constant. Because the student groups are essentially the same, you can compare their performance despite the difference in assessment format. For the NAEP assessments, NCES has always used common item linking to measure and report changes in student achievement over time. In 2017, the transition from paper to digital assessments represented a significant change in the NAEP assessment format. NCES designed the 2017 assessment so they could use both common item linking and common population linking to compare student performance from previous years while changing the assessment format. As with all NAEP assessments, the 2017 design included sampling schools to represent each state, district, and the nation overall. The administration included several key features. 2 separate, randomly equivalent samples of students took the assessment at each school. 1 set of students took the assessment on paper, and the other set took the assessment on tablets. To ensure robust digital results for future trend analyses, the majority of students took the digital assessment. Because each random sample included students from the same schools with similar educational experiences and characteristics, common population linking could be used to compare performance while changing the format of the assessment. The content of the paper assessment included common items from previous NAEP assessments, which allowed for common item linking to compare performance to 2015 and earlier. The content of the digital assessment was largely the same, with some slight nuances to reflect digital capabilities. After the assessment administration, NCES conducted a thorough and rigorous analysis of the data to align 2017 national performance to the trend line of previous years using a 2-step process. First, NCES measured the change in student performance between 2015 and 2017 based on the results from the paper assessments using common item linking. Second, NCES used common population linking to examine the performance for the 2017 paper and digital assessments and align the results for the different formats on the NAEP scale. NCES analyses took into consideration the differential impact of this transition on states, districts, and different groups of students. Based on overwhelming evidence, NCES determined that it is able to accurately report trends at the national, state, and district levels. We are excited to move forward with digital assessments and to continue reporting progress in student performance, while learning even more about what students know and can do in a dynamic educational environment. To explore results from the 2017 assessment, visit www.nationsreportcard.gov.